had a bit of technical issues there. The game bloody froze, which is always handy. So just going back into the race. Hopefully you don't miss the final part of it. Oh, typical. Spectate. Apologies for that one. Unfortunately, just had a bit of a technical issue there. Always a pain in the backside. Just need to get that back up. So let's apologies. Game just froze on me, which is always a handy one. Oh, unbelievable! Cannot believe that. Alright, apologies. Right, we're getting at the last 4 minutes. Let's have a catch up. So we've got Rikitu in first, Josh in second, putting a very good time in then, a 1:14.3. Then Rob Forbes putting a blinding lap, sounded like Rob, but he's done a very good lap there. We'll stay on board with Callis. Callis is coming to the pit, so I think everyone's just chucking on a set of softs now just to go out for their final one. Cohen looks like he's going to be the first one to blink and set his time. Again, apologies for the technical issues. It seems like my internet wants to... Well, no, that's not my internet. It's the bloody game. Just wants to freeze at the random times, which is always going to be handy. Just make sure I'm still in the party chat. Yep. Alright, just making sure everything's all good. Just typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical. Right, to knee on that lap for Verstappen. Ooh, come on. Well, Simsy Danger seems to be going on the hards. On and out lap, starting on the hards, but he's on the softs. Fastest lap. There we go, everyone's on the softs. Let me get it right, shall we? Right, so let's go. Verstappen is now on a hot lap. He's just going through the S's now in sector 3. Well, coming up to the end of sector 2. Has he got enough time? Has he done enough to be better all his time? He's got to be improved by 3 tenths, but he's a second and a half up, so I can only imagine that he's absolutely bunged that up. So P4 may be the best for him. Let's get on board with Simsy Danger coming through the final turn 17. Onto the start finish straight. And 1:14.3, very good qualifying pace by Simsy there. So far provisional 3rd place. We got Verstappen, who's coming into the pits. I think he's given up. Shamasi now just coming up to the S's, coming through sector 2, but we're going to go on board with Rob Forbes. Alright, okay, let me press L2, handy. Oh, haha, V22, 2 seconds mate, I've just got to send my friend an invite. Old Bagpuss has finally decided to join us. Come on. We don't have many friends. Let's just get onto it. Yeah, let's get onto it. Apologies there, but we're coming to the final bits of the racing now. There we go. V22, you can always join. Just go onto the RLH website. Sign up there. You'll be entered into the Discord as soon as you've done all the activation. You can always join the racing. We've got 4 categories, F1, F2, F3 and F4 that are available to be racing in. You've got the newbies coming in from F4. All work to the elite of F1, so it's very easy to join. Just sign up, have a chat around, have a look around. It's a good little league to be in. Right, Midnight Championship leader. Hello, you. I won't swear. What time do you call this?
Just in time.
Just in time. Timmy, I'm going to bash you out the way, Turtle. Good comms on your own tonight, mate. Now I've got my friend here now, Timmy the Bash Turtle. Actually, I'm going to call you Timmy the Bulldozer from now on. You're no longer the Turtle. Me and you, I'll tell you what, Suzuka, you were very, very lucky you didn't come anywhere near me. Because I'll tell you what, I would have sacrificed it and stuck you into the wall and sent you into North Korea, buddy. Right. Alright, so... Oh, mate, so, yeah, just can't see
So
the
am I just
qualifying...
in time to save this from becoming some sort of hate speech?
No, not at all. I'm from Pakistan. What are you talking about? That was mentioned by Spag and Chips. Spag and Chips, the choker of the F1 League. He's coming through. Coming through the S's now in his final... I'm coming from Sector 2. He needs to pull something out of the bag, otherwise he's going to be starting in the midfield, which is an improvement compared to his couple of last places that he's qualified in a couple of races. I saw that crash and it was aggressive. Thank you, V22. He was aggressive. Alright, Spag, what you got? Well, leave nothing left on the table, apart from maybe your wing going into the wall. Yep, and you've properly messed that one up, Sunshine. Right, so far, VRT Midnight is on, he's done his fine lap, he won't be doing another one. Lakitu is a 10th up, and that is not going to be good. Oh, it could be good enough for P1. Josh is going to be in P3, unless Cohen, nope, he's done his qualifying lap, unless Callis can pull something out the bag. Lakitu coming around the final turn, turn 17, and sneaks it. Oh, 113.9, you son of a... Whew. So, yeah, no, that's qualifying done. Qualifying done. Do you want to run through the standings, mate?
The standings for the qualifying or the standings generally?
Well, you can put your own personal standings if you so wish. I don't really know.
I thought you meant the championship. Obviously, I've missed the first bit, so... Yeah,
the championship can't be decided today. Midnight's in strong position, but if he wins today, and, well, actually, he technically could.
If he won today, he's currently 41 points ahead of Sem in second.
If he won today and everyone else crashed out, that's talking Sem and Verstappen, then technically the championship's over and done with. Technically. Not mathematically, but technically.
I'm just trying to think, if he was to win, that's 25 and get the fastest lap 26, plus the 41. Come on, basic max has evaded me.
247. Then plus 75 onto 180, that's 255. He'll be 8 points away from winning the title. So, just quickly running through the qualifying. Lakitu's starting on pole with 113.9, followed by Midnight, Josh, Simsy Danger, Rob Forbes taking up the top 5. Verstappen, Sem, Cohen picking up 6, 7 and 8. MWR debut race starting in 9th in the Red Bull. Spag, Choke, Chips starting in P10. Dan Murphy, Deneen, not having a good qualifying, that's a strange one from him. Starting P11, 12, Opikanom and Shimasi in 13th and 14th, and Caddis come up the rear, as he always does, starting in P15. So, nice. Yeah, happy days.
So I forgot that we had USA left. In my head, we only had Brazil and Abu Dhabi, and so I was thinking that...
Do you know what? I made the same mistake. Oh, I made the same mistake. I thought it was only into Lagos and Dubai left. Dhabi. I might change it for my flag next. Green's not my colour for Pakistan. Clashes with my hair.
Yeah. Green and ginger are, colours not well known to go together. I mean, the Irish have made hundreds of years of history from it, but it's well known that they don't go well together.
Oh, you also know that gingers are very short tempered, and if you insult my people again, you're going to find out. Oh, bit more energy this week. God, feels like I've been bent over a barrel at work. Also, I'm having issues. My game keeps freezing, so yeah, it's not going well.
That's good.
Oh,
I'm having an issue where they're appearing just slowly and surely for the formation lap. So I
that's
saw the front four.
I'm so glad that's not just me then. So what we're playing is we're playing F1, but is it hide and go seek? V20.
Cloaks.
V22. I'm counting on Midnight tonight. I've already told the commentator I reckon you would win. Don't lose. You've now cursed him. As I've said it, the commentator's curse. You are Spag. He's the best one at the commentator's curse. He's done it to me on 2 separate occasions. And I do believe Fretty done it to me on my debut race as well. So yeah, now you've said it, Midnight, you're crashing out.
Well, it keeps the championship well alive then, doesn't it?
Well, this is what I want to do. I want to see Midnight crash out.
We want a Verstappen, Sem, Spaghetti podium. That's what we want.
Well, I'm not really
I
fussed.
can't see it happening, but I'd be quite happy.
Well, I think Lakitu's the one to beat. Since he's joined F1, he's been on a different planet. And I think if he was here at the start of the season, I reckon it'd be very tight at the top between himself and Midnight. Well, I've got the hiccups. This was a good wait.
Yeah, I mean, the championship is beyond him, but only just.
Yeah, but again, I mean, let's face it, Spag and Chips is going to choke. Let's just face it, he's going to choke.
It's the bandana, that's what's done it.
Yeah.
I see a video the other day of him wearing a bandana. I think it's obviously fallen over his eyes mid-race.
Well, maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's racing blind. He's mostly.
I tell you what, if he's racing blindfolded, that is some talent.
Well, not really if it's P10.
He's still getting round most tracks quicker than me.
Oh, so would I if I had like a £3 setup. Hiccups of karma.
Apparently he does it on chisel and stone. He hasn't even got a controller.
Well, I'd be more impressed if he did it on Braille. V22, hiccups of karma for saying Midnight will spin out. I didn't say spin out, he's going to crash out. P1, turn 1, he's going out. You know it's going to happen.
P1, turn 1.
P1, turn 1, P2.
Race 1.
A1, do 1, 2, 1.
Gonna crash out in the feature race.
Yep. In USA. Alright, let's get spectator menu up. Broadcast interval from leader. Interval we'll have. Position change we'll have for the first part of the race. This is going to be a very interesting and hectic first start. First start, the only start. Unless we've got a Danny Landfield moment. We're watching you MWR.
Let's hope not. Let's
hope not. There we go, off we go. The Kia gets a very good getaway. Midnight struggling.
Rob Forbes has got a great getaway.
Rob Forbes is going to be a dark horse, I think. He definitely won there. That Midnight gone on the outside.
He's already gained 1, gained 2, and he's got slipstream on Midnight into turn 1. He's trying to squeeze through the middle.
5 wide, 3 wide. Rob Forbes going in. Oh, that's brilliant, that is.
That is an amazing getaway. And
oh, just a bit of contact there coming through turn 4. 3. Get it right, Mark. But again, so tight between these top 3.
Well, I tell you what, Santa's obviously come early for him. That must have been top of his Christmas list.
I'll tell you what, Rob had a very good qualifying lap and very unlucky to qualify fourth. I believe, yeah. Very good qualifying lap. It was Midnight's going on the outside, going into the S's, but he's not thinking of it. Well, I'll tell you what, Deneen's a big winner there, up 3 places. Rob Forbes is even the bigger winner.
Yeah, up from 5th.
Yeah, straight.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, 5th, P5 up into P1. And Spag and Chips, obviously the biggest loser in the F1 calendar, down 2 places. I still haven't forgiven you for Hungary. Oh, what a move there by Josh, going on the outside of Simsy, I do believe. Just at the back there. It looks like Callis has had a bit of a spin there. And he looks like he's lost a lot of front wing there. So as we come up to the start-finish straight, well, look at that toe. Midnight's getting double toe there.
Fancy Lakitu for a dive up the inside? No,
I think he's
play it sensible.
Oh, Simsy Danger and Josh exchanging positions. So on, Josh just squeezing Simsy out, but Simsy's now going to come under attack from Sem, who seems to have got a good exit coming out of there. Verstappen's dropped a place as well, and he needs to really pick up.
Yeah, but he's keeping it tight.
Simsy's going on the inside.
Sideways
teammates there. Oh, Simsy, Sem swapping places, coming back again. Verstappen there, MWR going around the outside. Blimey, God. The urge to swear right there was absolutely beyond me. Whereas Lakitu, again, he's gone through the S. We'll get there in the end. Come up to the end of Sector 2, come to Sector 3, into the technical section. And this is where DRS will be enabled. It won't be on next lap because it just doesn't get activated. Well, it does get activated, but they won't be able to use it till lap 4. And that's when it all starts getting interesting. It's a dry race from start to finish. Everyone is on the soft tyre as well. So it'd be a case of, are they going to go soft hard or are they going to go soft medium medium? I'll tell you what, Midnight looking at
everyone's on the soft tyre except Deneen, Opakanoam, Shamasi and Callis.
Who are on the mediums?
Well, Opakanoam and Callis are on the hards.
So they're obviously going hard soft.
You reckon one stop? Hard,
Yeah.
soft, hard mediums maybe?
Well, if they're qualifying that far down, I can't see the harm in it. Rob Forbes taking a bit of a defensive line there, but just coming across there. I can call you V2. I will call you whatever I want, my darling. Well, to be quite honest, this just looks like a very nice long train, really. I think Rob Forbes has had a bloody stonking getaway. Callis has got a 3-second time penalty. Watch out, 16th position, you could be in that danger here. Oh, look at that, look at you, just running a little bit wide there. A little bit wide coming through there. Just come up to turn 15, 16. And the final turn of turn 17 onto the start-finish straight. I'm not even going to...
Midnight's lost a little bit of ground there to Lakitu.
Well, this is where DRS is going to be it now. This is where Rob Forbes has got to be. He must have been storing up his energy. Look at how easy it is just to pass though, Lakitu. On the inside, can Midnight critique
Midnight
there?
might even do...
There's a bit, but it's a back DRS. Yeah, but again, Rob Forbes is not going to have the DRS. Midnight will. And as we join on board...
And a great getaway from
he's got a much better exit.
Well.
Going on the inside, Rob Forbes sticking to the racing line into turn 3.
Yeah, Forbes just left it. Oh, he might even lose another position. No, sorry. Midnight,
I see what
he's still wrestling with.
Yeah, he's still on the inside, but this is good news for Lakitu. He'll just carry on. Midnight is again coming back on the inside of the S section. Rob Forbes just behind.
He's had to back out a bit there.
Rob Forbes, that's not what you want to see. A 3-second backdown penalty this early on in the race, but well done to him. Josh is right on the back though. Josh N97 on the back of Rob's, who will have DRS in the next lap, and I think, well, I'll tell you what, Nikita's already broke DRS. I will be using on-board shorts. So we'll go on with Josh. He's coming up, about to be in the DRS zone. Midnight could be in trouble here, but he's again.
I think Sem might even get Josh.
Well, so was that a triple toe? Sem on the inside. Josh, squeezing him there. Squeezing. Very big squeeze. Deneen's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple cuts. But it looks like Josh could...
Sem's going to get him.
Yeah, better traction on the inside.
There.
On the inside, up into P4. What a great start to the race he's having. And he needs it. He needs to get behind.
Seems to have had a strong second half of the season, doesn't he, Sem?
Yeah, it was Josh. He's just trying to put it in there, but he's not going to. Spag and Chip seems to have made a double overtake on Colin and Dan Murphy. So
I can only assume they stopped.
They paused. Well, I'll go for the S section. It's side by side, Sem and Josh. Track extensions, but you've got to.
Josh in the inside here. He's cut back on a big start. No warning for it though. This is going to be interesting. So the interval at the moment. So Nikita's broken the DRS on Midnight. Midnight's broken the DRS on Rob Forbes. And Rob Forbes has made a bit of ground up on Lakitu, but only attempting at that.
Yep. And Sem is going to be under the attack from Josh because he's lost DRS on Rob. So Simsy and potentially Josh as well could be making dives here. With Verstappen in P7 just behind him as well. Oh, Verstappen.
Mop up the mess. That's
yeah,
what you'd be looking for.
Simsy just had a bit of contact there with Josh. I think Verstappen's playing the sensible game here. Save your ERS, sorry. Save some fuel. Sit behind these and make a move. Simsy looking to the inside. He's got it, but Josh is going to the inside going into turn 5. A bit of lag there from Josh. But a good move there by Josh. Nice and clean. Dan Murphy getting another 3-second, well not another, but a 3-second penalty. Sem just needs to push it a little bit harder. He needs to find a 10th or so just to get in the DRS zone of Rob Forbes, just to release some of the pressure from behind him. It's looking quite a simple race really for the Lakitu. Keep the pace and just don't cock up. I think Midnight would take a second place. I think he knows Lakitu's not really there for the championship, but he'll definitely take a second place.
Yeah, I suppose it's hurting his points, but it's also hurting those that finish below him. So if he finishes second and first can't catch him, it's not really doing him any harm, is it?
Verstappen, he's in the pits already. Has he got damage?
I didn't think so. No, wings not being changed.
Well, he's really early into the mediums.
Must have a very aggressive tyre setup.
Well, Dan Murphy's losing time left, right, so McCoy just made it into P10.
It's done Spag a favour, he's managed to do another overtake.
Absolutely.
Albeit from the pits. Hopper can owe him with a time penalty.
I'll tell you what, the battle for P3, the final podium position is definitely heating up. So back in range of Rob with the RS. I can only imagine that the tyres are now going to be hitting the 40% mark. I can only imagine by how hard they're pushing. And even going on board with Simsy, just dropping down to 5th just to keep the rotation, keep the speed up as well. But he's low on the RS. Sem has saved up a good bit of ERS for the start finish straight, so he can definitely make the move on Rob Forbes. Rob Forbes got a decent amount, but again, a better exit here. Sem keeping pace with Rob, chucking out, getting overtake with DRS. Oh, it's going to be a lunge to the inside if he's going to do it. Rob Forbes doesn't go defensive. Sem makes the overtake. He's going to have DRS going into the second part of the second DRS straight.
I think Josh is going to have it on Rob Forbes again though, isn't he?
Yep, Josh is going to have it on Rob Forbes, but Rob Forbes is also going to have it. Oh yeah,
no,
he's not going to be able to do much because he's going to be sitting in the toe of Sem. But this is all good for Lakita and Midnight. I think Lakita and Midnight would happily take first and second. But I'm just more interested to know what Verstappen pitted so early. It seems like a very early pit. No, V2.
He does get a long stint on the mediums, or he's going to be looking at a soft medium.
Yeah, exactly. V2, you've made your bed, you've chosen Midnight, now you've got to lie in it. Unless you're going for Verstappen, then I'll let you change. Or Spag and Chips if you want a charity case. Simsy Danger right on the back end, so again we're going to have a nice four-way battle for P3. Rob Forbes hoping to overtake Sem, return the favour as he did on the previous lap on lap 8. Saved up a bit. Sem's not got much ERS left, seems to be saving it. Trying to break the toe. Oh, yeah, that's a big bit of contact there by Sem and Rob. Lack of control there. A little bit of lack of control there. I don't think anyone's at fault there, but I think maybe a bit more space should be given by Sem. Gosh, one of those things. Josh has just got a time penalty for corner cutting and just been overtaken by Sims, but Josh goes back on the inside. Turn 4 into turn 5.
And this all works nicely for Deneen, who's still on their medium tyres. He's going to be pleased about gaining this ground unnecessarily from the guys in front. Just needs to keep it clean.
Well, this is the thing. Starting on the medium tyres is actually a pretty good godsend because he's going to be quicker than the guys on the soft now. I mean, again, I'm talking from F4 experience here. My tyres are dead after 10 laps. 9-10 laps. So I can imagine a lot of these guys will be pitting in either this lap or next. Midnight slowly taking a 10th out of Nikita at the top there. But this is the man we need to be watching now, Deneen. Well, Forbes making the dive, Simsy making the dive. So he's going to get... Oh, Forbes has got a 5-second penalty. Come on, man.
Unlucky. After the start he had, that is...
It's unlucky. It's very unlucky.
Mind you, Deneen won't complain. That's just another 5 seconds he doesn't have to find on Rob Forbes later. If he
no, absolutely. Clean. But the thing is now, Deneen needs to start saving some ERS. He's down to his last 20%, which is not always a good one. Sem has inherited P2, as Ewart. Midnight has gone into the pits. The thing here for Midnight is, where's he going to come out? He's come out into... Yeah, P9. Is it P9 now? Yeah, shut up. He went for the... Fuck off. V2 went to the pits. Spag, he's picked up a 3-second penalty for being a choker. And Deneen seems to be pushing awfully quite harder than he should be. Really, he should really be saving his ERS coming through this sector. But he's really just pushing.
I was just riding on board with Lakitu, seeing if he's going to pick this lap. And yes, he is.
Yep, so I can only imagine Sem, Josh and Lakitu are all going to
Sem
pit.
is too.
Deneen's pitting.
Josh is not though. Josh has stayed out.
Deneen's in the pits. Are you mad?
That seems a very, very strange decision.
Yeah, it does. Well, he's on the he's going onto the hard tyres, so he's just doing a one-stop.
Yeah, but even so, that's still an early pit on the mediums to the hards, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one.
25 laps on the hards now.
Midnight has got effective P1. He's got net P1. Ali Shamasi, Upcanome, Dan Murphy and Josh ahead, but Josh is yet to pit. And it seems like Midnight has actually taken out a good old chunk on Josh as well.
Also, that undercut was worth about 2 seconds to Midnight.
Well, like I said, as we know, the soft tyres, once they go off, that's it, they go off. Upcanome on the hard tyres, so he's still going to be fighting through for about another 10 laps, I'd say.
Well, you'd hope so, but I mean, we thought Deneen might do 15 laps, and he's done 10.
It's the economy, mate.
So,
the rubber's just useless
maybe it's
now.
the budget tyres.
Yeah. Well, Upcanome definitely in fighting for, could effectively maybe be fighting for mid to high position, maybe a P6, P7 if he can pull the strategy off. As he's on the back end of Dan Murphy coming to turn 17. He's going to have DRS, but Dan Murphy's coming to the pits and he's on the
Softs.
Is he on the softs?
Yeah.
He wasn't a soft. So Upcanome has inherited.
No, Josh is still
bag push. You've been asked who you think is going to win. And the top 3
Who do
races.
I think is going to win?
Yep, top
right
3
now?
races. Top 3 races and
Midnight Lakitu. I got the benefit of seeing how it started. Midnight Lakitu, and I'm going to say Deneen. I'm going to say Deneen's going to get there.
I would have said Deneen if he stayed out a bit longer, but I'm not overly sure.
It's on an outside shout. To be fair, it's probably going to be Sem now. I've said that, but he's on the halves as well.
So it's a one
Palace,
stop.
Sem, Rob Forbes, Deneen, Cohen, all on the hards. Mind you, Cohen. Yeah, Callis is 11 laps in on his. I think really and truly it's going to be between Midnight and Lakitu and the third podium.
Yeah, Midnight Lakitu. What's Lakitu?
Anyone that has a clean race and gets less penalties.
Well, Midnight and Lakitu are committing to the 2-stop. It looks like Upcanome's going to be doing a 1-stop. Shamasi doing a 1-stop as well. Shamasi coming into the... No, Shamasi just losing a heck of a lot of time there. He's just been overtaken by Midnight and Lakitu. Midnight's done the overcut on Lakitu. We've missed that one. Undercut.
No, yeah, the undercut. I said that. He gained about 2 seconds on the undercut.
Oh, fuck, I missed it.
But I think he's been hurt a bit by following Upcanome now because Lakitu's within DRS range. When they came out, it was 1.2 seconds clear.
Oh, that's hard. That's a hard set of tyres, that is. Oh, Lakitu getting a bit out.
Lock up there.
Never mind, I'm sticking to Midnight. Well, it does seem like Forbes, Deneen, Cohen, Josh, Callis, Sem, Upcanome all on 1-stops, but there is Rob Forbes seems to have been spun out. He's dropped all the way down to P14 after. Don't know what's happened there. We've got Callis and 12-lap old hards has just been overtaken by Sem, so it's just a natural progression where the hard tyres are just not competitive at all. Where's the next closest battle? I'm surprised it's going to be Lakitu and Midnight. So Midnight needs to start pulling away. And to be fair, Sector 2, Sector 3. Oh, Shamasi's been spun around. I can only imagine by Verstappen or a mistake made by Shamasi. And 3-second penalties for law being thrown up here.
Shamasi disqualified for going the wrong way. I bet he can't have done anything about it.
Oh, no, Shamasi, no. It's not his fault. You cannot really do much if he should be spun round. You don't want to rejoin the track and maybe cause a collision. Whereas Midnight just managed to keep the pole position.
What Forbes is in the pen again? Oh, he must
yeah,
have
damage. Rob Hobbs is retired.
4-lap halves here. I was going to say he's not going to want
to. Virtual safety car. Do you know what? I had a minor heart attack then. I thought my game was just dicking around. Because everyone just sort of went off the engines. I was like, what's happened? What's happened? So, a virtual safety car. So, Rob's obviously had enough. He's got spun out. It would be nice to know what happened to Rob. I'll check Discord very quickly because he was on for a very good race.
Just as a side note, there is another massive sporting event on this evening. Not quite in the epic proportions of this Formula 1 race or even the Formula 3 race, I suppose we should mention at the same time. But we have the mighty Fulham playing.
The championship.
The mighty championship.
Well, the championship.
By choice. By choice.
Yeah, by choice. By choice. By
they
choice
chose
of
to be
being
really poor last year.
By getting relegated.
Yeah.
Right, so Nikita, you're 6/10 behind. I think he's a bit too far back. And Midnight seems to have a very good pace in the straights. But would he get him in the second DRS? He just needs to keep it intact. And they need to get to about lap 20, 21 on these tyres. And the rest they can do on the mediums. Lighter car, lighter fuel.
Oh, I'm quick. The 15 laps in, I've just noticed there's no crazy crumpet.
Why? The penalties didn't. The penalties have been a bit less than normal.
That's actually what drew my attention to it.
Oh, Callis is just struggling it. Oh, he's locked up. Forcing Deneen wide going into turn 4. Into turn 5, Deneen gets the move done. But Callis's hard tyres seem to be causing him more grief.
Seems to be quite close to Simsy and remaining that way, even on the hard tyre.
Well, Cohen and Josh fighting for the final points position, both in the Ferrari. Side by side through the S's, but now no longer. And Lakitu on the back straight, he's got a much better exit coming out the back the start finish straight. Staying in 7th, shucked it into 8th, got DRS, going to go to the inside. Simple move done. And the thing is, Midnight's got to stay close because he's going to have DRS going into the next section. Also, what we need to say as well, 15 races in F1. Yes, well, I think that's an attendance record, I think.
It's not bad numbers, is it?
No, it's not bad at all. That's very decent. Crazy crumpet. Shimasi say lost at the end of sector 2. Car wasn't close to it, which had to wait. Car facing the wrong way. As I rolled forward to spin it around, got disqualified. Shimasi, it's unfortunate, my friend, but Forbes wants to know who saw his start. We all saw your start. We thought you did very well there. Shame you couldn't finish the race. Two people got out, so Rob's had a bit of damage, gone into the pits and decided to quit. Shimasi spun around at the end of sector 2, just as explained, was facing the wrong way. As he tried to spin around, got disqualified. Now Midnight is outside DRS by just under a tenth.
Lakitu just seems to have that last corner nailed, doesn't he?
Well, we've got a good battle here for P8, 9, 10. Well, anything from 8 to 11th, really. All within a couple of seconds of each other, even code. Deneen getting a very good exit there, but he's on fresher hards. Callis is going to be settled to NWR. He's on fresh mediums. Callis sitting on 16 lap hole tyres on the hards. And Josh is mostly just going to sit back. And Cohen seems to be losing time, actually, going through that sector. Simsy danger. Oh, MWR going on the inside of Callis. Callis defending the inside. Oh, Josh getting a good exit. Can he make the move stick? He's got DRS. Shucking up the inside. So Callis now falls outside of the top 10 positions into P11. And oh, Callis just hit Josh on the right rear. Try saying that quick.
Right rear.
Right rear. And Callis, what are you doing, man? Drive safely, you moron. Jesus Christ. What do you think this is, F3? You've been taking lessons from Tim with the fucking bulldozer, haven't you?
He's seen red. It just happens to be a Ferrari, but it's done.
Yeah. Well, Josh hopefully hasn't got too much overheating issues there. Cohen is now going to be the next one to try and overtake Callis. But as we know, Callis has got his scoop in the front of his car. He will just move out of the way, but he's coming to the pits. Chucking a set of mediums.
Seems another set of softs at this rate.
Yeah.
Mediums and softs. He's only done 17 laps on the.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, I'll tell you what, Verstappen closing in on Oppenheim. Simsy Danger closing in on Verstappen. This is for effective P3. So, Verstappen could get P3.
And Verstappen's got another stop to
we
go.
are doing post-race.
Whereas Oppenheim is probably only on a one stop.
Well, I'll tell you what, Oppenheim, well, unfortunately, by looks of it, if he goes into pit now, he will be going down to P12.
Yeah, but I think all the guys behind him probably have to stop again.
No, I don't think they do.
Maybe not Sem.
I don't think Sem does.
I don't think they have to stop it. You look at the amount of laps on their tyres already and the distance they've got to cover. So Simsy Danger's 8 laps on mediums. He's going to have to pit again, I would have thought.
Verstappen's
not going to get another 17 laps out of them, is he?
Sem won't. Spag will. MWR will.
So Oppenheim's got to make one stop, same as everyone else. So in effect, he's holding track position and net position.
He is indeed, but he just lost 2 possessions. Verstappen and Simsy.
Verstappen with a great overtake.
But again, those hard tyres not very competitive, especially at the nearly 20 laps. So Oppenheim, though, give it to him. He's done well keeping those hard tyres competitive in 20 laps. And the question is now,
my favourite helmet/car combo. That Verstappen, it looks like a fruit salad. That old sweet.
Why do we like fruit
pink
salad?
helmet, orange car.
Outside. What a move by Simsy on the second DRS. Just chuck it on the outside. A good move there. That's how you race, Callis. What else have we got going there? Verstappen's going to be going through there, but Oppenheim still keeping. The thing is, Oppenheim just needs to stick with these as much as he can. Just looking at it now, just looking at him driving Oppenheim, he just seems to be sliding, no grip whatsoever. Spag and Chips has come up to the back end of Sam, but he's going to have to stop again. So Spag could be in for a top 10 position here. B2, we will be doing interviews tonight. I've missed them over the last 2 weeks, so I will definitely be doing them tonight. I think Oppenheim just needs to stay in the DRS zone. Oh, Midnight's
in.
Midnight's in, and he's coming out. He's mostly going for the undercut again. It proved effective last time, coming in that lap early. But the problem is now he's been overtaken by Deneen and NWR as well, who are on relatively worn rubber, so it shouldn't be too bad. But again, it's still trying to get past him. You really want to be coming out in that clean air. And Verstappen still on the back end of Simsy Danger. I think he's just going to... Well, if I was in Verstappen's position...
Midnight's moved one of them out of the way. Just made a good pass on MWR into turn 4.
It is turn 4.
Yep. I wasn't sure about it until I finished saying it, and by then it's already too late.
No, don't worry, mate. I don't think anyone is under the illusions that we know what we're doing. We just turn up here, you know, after being down the pub for a few beers, and we just say whatever we want.
Ring rust.
Yeah. Don't have to get rusty. Well, Midnight is on the back end of the knee. Wait, matron. And this is actually full position as well, so Deneen will be defending this position. This is for P7.
Yeah, but you'd have thought Midnight on the fresh mediums is going to get a better drive out of the last
Well,
turn.
this is the interesting one. The Q2, he's in, he's out of the pits. And he's well ahead. He's well ahead. Midnight may have made the pass, but he is lost.
The traffic has hurt him there.
Yeah, ooh, almost about a second and a half. That has hurt him. So, at this present moment...
with warm tyres, will he make up some of that gap?
Well, this is the interesting one as well. At the present moment, net race leader is Sem. Oppenheim needs to pit. Verstappen will need to pit again. Simsy Danger will need to pit. Spag and
I would have
Chips.
thought Sem's going to pit again. He's got 10 laps on, 15 laps to go. 25 laps on the hard tyres seems probably pushing. Not unlikely or impossible.
Unlikely, but yeah, I can't imagine why we go soft, hard, soft. V2, yeah, he's on new tyres, but also what you've got to remember as well, those medium tyres are a lap older than Lakitu's, and he's still got to try and keep pace. And once those tyres do go off, even if the hard tyres are on 15 laps themselves, 16 laps, they will be quicker. So it's just going to be a case of who can manage the tyres best. Off speed in the pit lane, that is not what he needed. He will drop back, but he will gain some position.
21 laps on the hard though, so that does, and that's from the start, isn't it? So it does say actually maybe 25. Might not be quick, but it's doable.
It's definitely doable. Alright, so we've got Spag and Chips in P3.
Getting a nosebleed. Highest he's been for many a race.
Don't worry, he's going to pit in this lap. He'll be back down to normality after this.
I think the last podium he got, there was only 3 finishers, wasn't there?
I was going to say 2. And he was P4.
He came third in a 2-horse race.
Well, he's certainly struggling for tyre grip out there. Certainly struggling.
Well, 13 laps on the mediums is not a bad stint, but Verstappen's obviously come in and changed over, and Spag matched him last time, so you'd think he must be due in this lap.
I'd say over this lap and next. So he started on the softs, mediums. Is he going to do a soft, medium, medium, or is he going to try and do a soft, medium, soft? I think 14 laps.
He's going to go 14 laps on the softs, and he did 8 on the original ones.
I reckon he's going to put another couple of laps in there. No, ERS, he's now fast until his ERS goes off. Yeah, the problem is though, when you've got the pace of the key 2, and he has got pace, Spag's in, yeah, he's got to be on to another set of mediums. You get the pace of the key 2 mid, now don't get me wrong, they are fast, but there's only so much ERS he can have. You know, he's managing it quite well, but he's using a lot of it up, whereas Lakitu seems to be quite consistent. He's come up to the back end of Sem, which is a bit of a lock on the front right there. Is going to be under attack from Lakitu. Will he make this move stick? He's got DRS coming down the back straight, second DRS though. Not going to make
what Sem could have done with is Simsy, who's clearly not going to be able to get to the end on his tyres, swapping positions and holding up Lakitu at midnight, doing him a bit of a favour.
No, this would be very true, but when Simsy's 5 seconds down the road, and the chances are that Simsy could potentially come out quite quickly actually in P7, P6, 7, 8 maybe. But I think
potentially getting into the realms of a soft tyre stint.
Well, only another lap. 26. Yeah, another lap, a lap or 2. I think you've managed 12 laps on them on the softs, if you're gentle. But it seems like these are typical 13, 14-year-old boys. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Don't laugh, you only encourage me.
Short stints.
Yeah, exactly. 2 pumps and squirt. So, off they go. Lakitu making a very simple move on Sem. For P2. And now Midnight, who's still a second.
I think Midnight's closed the gap to Lakitu, but not enough, really. It's going to be very late in the race if he's going to probably get a chance to
the problem is
he's only gaining temps at a time.
Yeah, I know it's only 1 lap, but that 1 lap difference in fresher tyres for Lakitu could be the difference here. And the fact that neither of them have got penalties from what I remember, you know, it's going to be difficult. But again, Midnight, as soon as he gets in the back straight, he should be able to make the overtake relatively simply on Sem. And the thing is, though, for Sem, he's losing so much pace, and Deneen is only 7.5 seconds behind him. 12 laps to go. I think, but then again, he's on the same sort of tyres, so yeah, I think P3 is going to be the best for Sem.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move by Dan Murphy on Cohen down the start-finish straight. They're just coming up now to the last few corners. I'll give you numbers, but I don't know them.
10, 12, 13. It's 10, 13, 10, 14. 15, 16.
Because he's within DRS.
Midnight's made the move on Sem, so he's now P3. We'll stay on board with Dan Murphy under Bagpuss's request. Doesn't seem to have the pace going in the back straight.
Very quickly, does he?
No.
Must be running 12 wings. DRS the whole way down that straight, and he still didn't.
Maybe made up a couple of attempts, but he's got this back straight now. But he could be conserving his tyres. He's on 13 lap old mediums.
Yeah, they're both on old tyres. In fact, Goins are probably slightly better off being 15 hards.
NWR went for a dive around the outside, but just covered that back up. Done the old switchback and has come back in. So MWR been a bit racy on his 14 lap old mediums. My God, I knew I should have taken that line of coke before I came on commentating. Simsy's been very dangerous with those 15 lap old tyres. Yeah, I don't think he's being dangerous. I think he's I don't know. I think he's trying to get to the softs, but I can understand where he's getting his name from. Though Simsy Danger.
Yeah, he must be due in now. Oh no, we're going to go for another lap.
Go on, Simsy.
I mean, technically, he's got the grounds now for a soft tyre. Unless he's thinking, do you know what? I've made it 16. Might as well do 26. Then near enough.
Yeah, just go on the hards afterwards. NWR just don't get me wrong. Josh is trying to break the toe, but yeah, MWR doesn't seem to be. I mean, it's his debut race, so I think he's doing a bloody good job. You know, P7 from 15. It's not bad. Top 50%. So he's doing really well here. I've not noticed him getting in any tangles. He's raced cleanly. He's keeping pace.
God, Sims is struggling on those tyres. 2 corners in a row. He's had little slides.
I can't imagine they're going to be much good. I mean, I'd personally, to people honestly, if they're on heavy fuel, they only managed 8 laps on them. I reckon it's time to pit now. You know, if they only managed 8 laps on, you know, heavy car, off the start, after qualifying, they should be able to come in at least do 9 laps on them. So I can imagine that Simsy, MWR and Dan Murphy all pitting in this lap. And a special congratulations to Spag and Chips for now being in P12.
Yeah, Simsy Danger's going to do another lap. It's not enough laps yet.
No. The tyres aren't flapping around at his back. Oh, Deneen's gone very wide going into turn 14 there.
Oh, come on, Deneen. You're my outside shout for a podium here.
Well, Josh is right on the back of him, so there's going to be a double toe. He's going to be defenceless. And his tyres are 2 to 3 laps older than Josh's. Dan Murphy's now in the pits. NWR is again not gaining ground, but Josh is certainly making ground. Deneen going to the inside. A bit of lag there from Josh or Deneen, one of the two. Josh should make the clean overtake. He's now into net P5, potentially P4, depending on where Simsy comes out. So that's a very good race by Josh. Deneen needs to fight back with whatever tyre he's got left.
I suppose that's the thing. Simsy Danger's hurting himself staying out this long, losing time to the fresher tyres behind him.
I just don't understand. I don't understand the logic behind it. Is he planning on staying out that long? Whereas Lakitu is now right on the back side of him.
What's the pit lane? 25 seconds? 20-25 seconds?
Yeah, it's about 20 seconds. I mean,
so he could end up like P10.
He could very well be. Unless he's trying to go to the end. But Simsy is struggling with all sorts of grips. Lakitu is just lining them up now. It's going to be a very simple move. He's going to get DRS. He's going to open his flap. And
flaps open.
Flaps open. Here we go. And off you go. Lakitu now takes a P1. Midnight again, 2.3 seconds behind. I think he's going to settle for P2. Do the Alan Prost method. You know, be sensible about it. He doesn't need to spin out.
Danger, just compound that with a bit of misery. I don't know, 3 second time.
Well, the thing is though, if he's doing, I don't know what Simsy's doing. I don't think he's going to last that long on them laps, those tyres. Verstappen, Cohen just got a 3 second time penalty for cutting that corner after turn 2. Verstappen has got DRS open going to Cohen. He's going to go to the outside. Verstappen on fresher tyres, makes it light work with Cohen, makes the move stick. MWY still managing to keep pace with Deneen and Josh. Can you get 25 laps out of a medium? It's got to be thinking.
I think we're going to find out.
But why would you change on lap 30? V2 just said in the chat, he's saying change at lap 30. Why would you change at lap 30? You might as well change
6
now.
Very quick laps in the softs. Bearing in mind they only did 7 at the beginning. But is 6 laps enough time to overcome the cost of a piss? You got, you know, if it's 20 seconds, you've got to do 3 seconds a lap quicker to get close to that.
I reckon they'll actually do a second and a half quicker, but I can't see it being 3 seconds.
I can't imagine them sacrificing track position for a fastest lap point.
No, exactly, especially because in P7. So he's got no pace unless he's got a setup that's very kind to the tyres, and he's able to do this. As Deneen goes around the outside of Josh, retakes
very good move.
A very good move, very fast and tidy move. Yeah, but there's only so many positions you can get out from 12th, mate. Well, maybe 12th, yeah. Opper Canone's got another 3-second time penalty. Oh, he's on the back end of Spag and Chips as well, which we'll just have a look. He's on the fresher, well, no, he's not on fresher tyres. Spag logging up on the front left. Coming up to this double right-hander.
You got Midnight's caught up to Simsy.
Right, we'll get on
through the final sector now.
We'll stay on board with Simsy, then we'll jump down to Josh and NWR and Deneen, and then we'll jump down because Verstappen, he's coming on the back end of this lot, so Verstappen could make a massive jump from P8 to potentially P5.
Yeah, so Midnight's going to get the DRS, isn't he? And Simsy Danger can't possibly be thinking of coming in now. He's done 20 laps, he might as well see if he can get the last 6.
Well, exactly. So Simsy, but he's losing time and time and time. You know, Sem's not too far away. So Josh is right on the back of Deneen. He's going to have DRS. MWR is now out of DRS range, but Verstappen is on the outside. So there's 2 fights here. Josh has gone on the inside of Deneen, going into turn 1. Deneen taking the racing line. Verstappen has made the move sticking NWR, but NWR on 11 lap old mediums. And I'll tell you what, Verstappen.
19 lap old mediums.
19 lap old mediums. 18, 19, 34, whatever it may be.
There's many numbers. He's got many numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Done that counting on just one hand.
Exactly. Yeah, like we said, V2. If Midnight can get P2, it's a numbers game. He just needs to score better than Sem, Spag, and Verstappen, and he's doing that. That's all he needs to do. NWR just picking up the 3-second time penalty, going wide through there. Verstappen right in the back of the knee. I reckon he's going to definitely overtake him in the next. Well, if he can have a good sector 3, easily. Opper Canone sort of just dropping back on
Deneen. I could have said anyone's name, and I picked you. You're letting me right down at him, making me.
Well, I thought Verstappen. I think Verstappen was going to have a good race. He said qualified, and it's a shame that Rob Forbes retired because I think he would have done really well.
Yeah, I think he'd have finished 3rd, and after all the penalties he was gaining, probably come in about 11th.
Yeah, that would have been a great race. So Verstappen got DRS. Deneen is coming back.
Simsy's just spun. The tyres are too old, and he's damaged his front wing coming out of turn 3.
Oh, come on, Simsy.
So he's going to lose that pace to Sem now.
And potentially he's going to lose a lot more than that. Right, so we go back.
He's going to have to pit now, surely. But 5 laps, he's going to lose the full pit plus the damaged wing.
Oh, Deneen making a brave move on the outside, going to turn 3 as he made his stickers for the inside. Oh, Josh has fought back. Fought back. Good bit of racing there. Good bit of racing. Oh, Verstappen stuck on the inside of Deneen. Deneen's now falling back into P7, but Deneen gets a better exit going up to the CS's. But Verstappen on a much fresher set of medium tyres.
What this does say though is I think now MWR is going to have to come in the pit.
Well,
you would have thought.
You would have thought.
He's been sliding about a bit the last few
well,
laps. That's just
I'll tell you what,
big style.
You've got Cohen, you've got Spag, and you've got Opper Canone less than 2 seconds behind NWR. Whatever way, you might as well just stick it out. He has 4 laps left, 3 laps left after this, well, 4 laps left after this one. Yeah, 4 laps.
Oh,
you might as well.
He's just had another 5-second penalty to that as well.
Well, I think Simsy's right on the ball there. I think he's going to be outside the top 10. So
yeah, he's going to be hoping for a bit of a miracle here in the fastest lap, isn't he?
He is indeed. Where Verstappen is going on the outside of Josh. Josh trying to squeeze him a little bit there on the outside into turn 1. Verstappen taking a wide line, makes the overtake. He's now into P4.
Is he going to get that podium?
Spag and Chips just made the move on NWR. MWR on the much older medium tyres. But Spag is catching up to Cohen as well. So it's not all done for the mid-runners. Dan Murphy's even on the soft tyres. 5 lap old soft tyres is catching up to Callis. Looking to make a dive in there, but he hasn't. Opper Canone, top 10 now. He's on a really good race here. He's all over the back of MWR and just behind Spag and Chips as well. But he is on significantly older tyres than the ones in front. But maybe he can get a top 7. Maybe. Top 7. But it's all go in the final 3 laps, and it's going to be quite hard to keep an eye on this all now. Got Spag and Chips looking to go on the inside of Cohen into turn 13. He makes the move stick, so he's in P7. But locks up going to turn 14 on the hairpin.
That wasn't a lock-up, that was a handbrake turn.
Yeah. But Oppenheim also dispatches of Cohen. Cohen must have been going very wide.
Also known as the knicker dropper, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy Clarkson.
Simsey has made up nearly 4 seconds in that one lap on MWR.
Well, this is the thing. Cohen...
If he can do that each lap, and MWR continues to lose time, he could end up with the fastest lap in P10, which after the spin wouldn't be the end.
It would be disastrous, would it? Deneen and Josh trying to catch up with Verstappen. This is the last time Josh is going to get DRS. Deneen looking to go on the inside. Well, I'll tell you what, Spag and Chips, he's catching up by about 3 tenths every couple of, I don't know, every corner or so. Oppenheim as well, he's on the, on the back mark as well. Same with MWR, well, not MWR. Cohen on 23 laps, he's sort of losing pace a little bit, but Oppenheim could certainly, definitely do something. I think Deneen's in trouble. Deneen and Josh could be very, in big trouble. I have a funny feeling that Josh and Deneen are going to finish up in P8 and P9. Josh is outside the DRS of Verstappen, so Verstappen's got a bit of breathing space. I think Verstappen's cemented P4. Deneen is in DRS, and Spag is just, again, 2 seconds. He's made up another 4 tenths in Sector 3 alone. Oppenheim getting the toe on Spag going down the start-finish straight.
Simsey's made up 7 seconds in 2 laps.
That's not high on 23 lap old mediums.
It's not hard, but he only needs to make it up on that one place.
No, he's 10 seconds behind, 2 laps to go. He's got to push it, got to put the hammer down. Oppenheim all over the back end of Spag. Spag losing about half a tenth going through the first sector, but again that could be down to DRS. Deneen closing up on the back of Josh. Josh and Deneen, it's the battle of the old hard tyres. Verstappen just maintaining the 1 second gap. Spag and Chips has got a 3 second time penalty. Good place time to get good time to get that. Oppenheim all over the end of backs. Pag and Chips. Yes. Deneen just falling outside DRS. Oppenheim all over the back of Spag. Spag taking a very wide line going to turn 17 there. Maybe for a better traction, better run, but Spag 1.4 behind Deneen. Deneen out of DRS of Josh. Josh is another 1.4 seconds above. 2 laps to go. I'll tell you what, I reckon Oppenheim and Spag are going to make it a very interesting last lap. I think Lakita and Midnight, I think they're going to be cemented in P. Well, I think the top 4 are cemented. I can't, unless someone has an accident or an incident.
Spag run very wide there.
Very wide there. Oppenheim getting a much better drive. Not going to look to make the move. But as you can see now, Spag just less than a second. Looks like a second. Update. Jeff, driver in front.
No, not set hard tyres.
Yeah. Oh, Midnight's got a 3 second time penalty, but I don't think that's going to make too much of an issue there. I think it's just going to cement.
No, I mean, he has closed up on Lakita, but it's the last lap. I can't see.
No.
Coming down the start finish.
Well, I'll tell you what, go on Oppenheim, make a dive for Choco Chips. Come on.
Choke on Chips?
Choke on Chips. Well, instead of calling him a Joker, I call him the Choker. He was P1 for a week in Championship. And now he's in P4 and losing ground. So as we come on to the final lap, Oppenheim, has he got the tyres left? He's giving it everything. He's giving it all the beans. Spag's going defensively and pulls across. Oh, go on, Oppenheim in the inside. Into turn 1. Spag leaves him enough space. Can he get a better exit? Go on, Oppenheim. Oh, don't worry about that. Just keep going. Go on, ram it up.
God, if Simsy Danger is going to make a move, it's going to be in the last turn. He's 3 seconds behind, but he's gaining about that every lap.
Oh, this is going to be the difficult part now. But we'll jump on board with Lakita as he comes up to the final. Oh, I tell you what, he must have had a bit of a wobble because Lakita was actually only 6 tenths up for Midnight, but he's going to cross the line in P1, Midnight in P2. Congratulations to those. Sem will be in P3, so good race by Sem. Very good race.
Didn't see many penalties for Sem, so you'd think he's going to stay there as well.
No, exactly. I mean, Sem went up 4 positions from P7, Verstappen from P6 into P4. Josh losing 2 places, starting P3, down in P5. Deneen P6, but he's gained 6 positions, so he won't be too upset by that. But he's now in 5th. Josh has got enough penalties to go around. Opicanoam, P9. NWR.
Opicanoam got a 5-second penalty crossing the line.
Simsy Danger just missed out 0.4 of a second. Oh, blimey, what a race.
Oh, no, finishing time interval was 17 seconds after penalties.
Oh, for Simsy? Oh, crikey, look at that.
He's even been jumped by Dan Murphy as well there, so...
Blimey, jeez. Happy days. Well, that's
him and Opicanoam got 5-second penalties for unserved penalties.
D2, that's... And Sem was the third one, wasn't he? Oh, advertisement stuff. What the fuck? Advertisement stuff? How have I done advertisement stuff? There we go. Oh, right, let's have a look, see what the final words in the chat are. So, Midnight accounted you, good job from podium. For pulling in Midnight interviews, I have a question for him. Okay, what's your question, V2? That's if he does it, though. Oh, Midnight's joining the chat, so let's invite him. Lakitu? Priest? Cool. What's VRT, isn't it? Right, let's invite Midnight. And let's invite Sem. He's a friend of mine, I do believe. Sem. Hello, Midnight. You don't have Sem as a friend on your PlayStation, do you? Can you invite him in for me, please, mate? Cheers, bud. Lucky to as well. That's alright, mate. The key to 886, there you are. There we go, so.
I got some dumb penalties that race, honestly, so dumb.
Well, yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, it was a very good race. It was a very good race. Your qualifying, that was pretty decent. You looked like you got bogged down at the start of the race. But then you seemed to pull it back.
Yeah, no, because well, I got a really bad initial start, but I got so much grip off the start, like, I got so much traction off the start. So when the lights went out, my start was horrible. I got so much traction. I don't know how, but I got so much. Yeah, it was great.
Well, got a good question from V2. He wants to know: do you think all those pits were worth it, or did my supporting help? I don't know who V2 is. I don't know if you've got a fanboy or girl or troll, but you know. But was the two-stop the best strategy for you?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't even test the other ones. I mean, I literally did like sprint into Grand Prix mode, qualified on the soft, and then just looked at the strategies. I looked at the strategies and I just saw soft, medium, and I was like, you know what? It looks like it's kind of quick. I'm gonna go for it. It looks good.
That's the top 3 strategy. All the top guys, yourself, Lakitu, and Sem, were soft, mediums.
What does Sem do?
Sem?
Sem didn't do soft, medium.
No, he did medium, soft, hard, I do believe.
Medium hard, yeah.
Medium. Did you do medium hard?
Medium, yeah, I mean,
No, Seb
I
didn't
don't
do
see
that. Seb qualified well. He did soft. Started on the softs.
So soft, medium, hard. That's an odd strategy. That's odd.
He
Anyway,
do soft.
I don't even know the strategies, so.
He might have done soft hard, but yeah.
Credit to him if he did.
Yeah. That's how much I was paying attention. But it was a very intense race. But do you reckon the championship's over? 18 points today. You know that's going to extend your lead.
Well, I got 44-point lead going into next week, so I'm excited. I mean, I think I can actually. Well,
you can win
I
it.
might be able to.
You can win it in the USA if you win. Sem and Verstappen lose. Just crash out or don't score points.
Alright, I'll pay someone to take them out.
It's worth the title. It's worth the title. But no, congratulations.
It'll be a lot though, but
yeah. We'll move on to the race.
Asking for an invite, by the way.
I haven't got him as a friend. Can you invite him in? Hold on. Oh, of course you did. Yeah, sorry, mate. My apologies. Let me do that now. Oh, no. Poor old Sim. He'll get there. He'll get there. Oh. It's not come up. Well, what a good. That's a good one. What's his tag?
Sem12.
Sem12 2014. There we go. I'll send him an invite. Hold on, just do it now. So, congratulations.
Just seemed to work the reverse for you in the second stop.
Yeah. I mean, the first stop, I knew that I had to do something, either overcut or undercut. I had to do something to, try and close the gap, or even, get in the lead. So, I just went with the undercut because I thought, well, if I do an undercut in the first stint, I might as well do the undercut in the second stint as well, see how that goes. But yeah, second stint didn't work out as well. But
no, well, it's mainly down to the man of Lakitu. Congratulations, Lakitu, for another race win. It's pretty simple for you, weren't it? Really, get in front, stay in front, and fall asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, and it wasn't as easy as it looked, maybe. But,
oh please! You make me believe. You make me believe I can be in F1.
Yeah, but Midna had a pretty good pace, so I was always pushing, trying to extend the gap. And in the beginning of the race, I got a penalty pretty early, and I didn't have one, so I was like,
I was celebrating at that point. I was so happy.
That's what I was doing when you got 2 penalties.
yeah. No, but I got one stupid one because I lost the rear and I corrected the car, and because I went off track because I corrected the car, it gave me a penalty. I'm like, what? Why? I just saved my life, but I've got why?
I don't want to tempt fate, but maybe you can appeal that decision.
It
But
doesn't make a difference to the results. Yeah.
So the question is, Lakitu, I've got to ask you, is can you catch Spag? You were going to be, what, 20 odd points behind him? Yeah, you're going to be 22 points behind him. He's in P4. Come on, you got to do it. He's a choker. Come on, Spag choking chips.
Spag choking chips, that's the new one.
Well, I'll tell you what, how many races have you been in? What, 7 now? And you've got, what, 3 wins and 4 podiums? 5 podiums now.
God, he's got more wins than me, and he's been here last time, Jesus.
Oh, he's just... So where's your pace come from then? Do you pay someone? Do you part of esports? What?
Hacks. Hacks, yeah.
I don't even think I'm that fast,
Oh, he says that.
Yeah. I know. I think the 5 podiums out of 7 races says different. So next season, what are you going to be challenging for the top?
Next season, yeah, maybe.
Oh, I'll be here next season. Oh, maybe we can be teammates.
Yeah, well, I think the main thing is now is to get ahead of Spag and Chips, and then berate him for the rest of the winter period. Let him recover, let him massage his ego, and then just do it all over to him again.
Let him choke on spaghetti and chips.
But no, congratulations on your race win, and well, now I've invited Sem. Sem, another third position. Good race.
Yeah. I was planning to do a two-stop, but my qualifying didn't go that good, so
No,
yeah, P7 I think I started.
Yeah, I do believe it was.
Like that, so.
This must be P7. Yeah,
And,
P7.
Yeah, I was trying to overtake the guys in front of me, but was not going that quickly, so I decided to do a one-stop.
How were the hard tyres for you coming to the end of the race?
Slow. Too slow.
Yeah, well, P3, mate. You can't grumble. It can't be that slow if you got P3 on a hard tyre.
Yeah, I mean, Verstappen behind me was catching up massively, but there's not many laps left, and he was 9 seconds behind. So.
Yeah, he was on fresh medium rubber, so you know he was just flying through the field. I do think the
Simsy did you a favour by moving out the way after turn 3 into the barrier.
Oh, poor old Simsy. Poor old Simsy.
He was worried for his teammate, so he just put the hammer down a bit early and spun the car out the way for him.
Yeah, he was trying to
Sam.
soft medium, but didn't work.
V2's got a question. Go on, V2. Hurry up, write your question before Sam has to go. But no, would you suggest a two-stop, or would you say the one-stop is a good strategy? Because at the moment, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the top two who did soft, medium. Very good pace throughout the race, and it seems like all the one-stoppers just died after lap 25.
Boah.
Yeah.
I didn't do any testing, to be honest. So I was just really lazy.
And Sem, a question from V2 is: how are you going to play the championship? Are you going to be able to catch Midnight? Or are you going to have to go around his house and break his legs?
I don't think I'm gonna catch Midnight. He's too fast for me.
Oh, come on! Don't put yourself down. Where's the fighting spirit? Where's your
No.
where's your Danny Ricciardo? Where's your?
Doesn't want to say anything incriminating. What's going to happen is turn 1 in the next race, he's going to be P1 in qualifying, and turn 1 he's going to brake check, destroy the wing.
That's a nice.
Destroy Midnight's race, and then,
Thanks.
and having said nothing, there'll be no incrimination. But now I've exploited that, and everyone knows.
You watch what's going to happen next week. Now you wait.
Oh, now you've given them the idea. Well done. I thought you should. Oh, he's going to pay another driver like I am. Oh.
You might get away with it in runways, but if it happens in Brazil and Abu Dhabi, then there might be questions asked.
Nah.
Well, it keeps the title interesting. So Midnight, if you can just not race next week, that'd be great.
It's my birthday and I want to race next week. So.
No. How old are you going to be? What, 14?
13.
Very young.
Mate,
yeah.
you've depressed me. Well,
He's got socks older than that.
I was going to say something else. Jesus Christ. On top of F1 Championship. I sort of think to myself, why am I playing this game? Why can't I just take up knitting?
I thought you had.
I might as well do now. Cool. I can knit Midnight some socks. Let him have them for 12 years. Oh,
PC.
Oh, mate.
Good old socks. Right now my feet are freezing, please.
So, the next question is, who's going to win at USA? Who's got the pace around the American circuit?
Not me.
me.
Not me. Lucky too.
Alpha if he drives.
Yeah.
So the fact that Lakitu's gone quiet, it's obviously his favourite track, so he's going to be smashing it around there.
Sweaty bastard.
Well,
You know my favorite track in Singapore?
and where did you come in Singapore? Did you win that?
Mexico is my best time trial track, but it's one of my worst in race pace.
Yeah, I had the same with Russia until Timmy the Bulldozer took me out. Son of a-
Literally. Give me the bulldozer, literally.
Yeah, what have you kidding you? I don't know what I've done to upset him, but he seems to target me in every race. Done it at Monza, done it at what was the other race he did it at? Russia.
Yeah, so many races. That's 2 out of 15,
No, there was
16.
another one. I've only been here for a very short time. Shut up. And there's another race as well. It's been in the last few races. He's been a bulldozer. Don't worry, I love my vengeance. Well, on that note, I think I think we'll leave it at that, and we'll see you all next week, I suppose. Top 3 going into the final 3 races. Don't choke.
See if the champion can be decided.
Well, exactly. That's the thing now. So start practicing.
Spaghetti choke chips.
Spaghetti choke chips. If you can just get that going in Discord, that'd be great.
Change his nickname.
Exactly. Yeah, we need to change his nickname. Well, on that note, I'll end it there. Thank you very much, guys. Well done to the top 3 of Lakitu, Uwat, and Sem. I almost forgot who you were. You what? And we'll see you next week for USA.